It is so daunting to understand where you are in the lineup as we see Pickles.
Molly putting her head down, grabs the rail of pipeline, pulls up and under. She's still going and gets the exit.
Oh,
You little legend, you. Molly Picklum spat out of the pit and pipe, showing how well she can go backhand or forehand on demand. That is going to be a wonderful score and extend her lead out front. Flick, take us through this one.
This was absolutely insane. Grabs the rail, pulls up underneath the lip, comes flying out with the spin. Wow. For me, that was so technical. So technical. And so hard to do on your backhand. She held that rail for so long. It was just so beautiful to watch. My jaw's to the floor right now. This was just...
Yeah, it's going to be near perfect, this. You know, her technique coming off the bottom there, the way she's able to pull up on that outside rail and just get in the tube, and she was so deep. There we go. There we see it.
A 10-point ride to kick off the year. Molly Picklum.
She wanted a 10. She wants a 10.
And she gets a 10. But Barron's going the same direction. Knifing it super deep. Mamiya comes out.
And that's exactly what I'm telling. Like, what did he do wrong? He blocked Barron on that first wave, but he was a little bit on the shoulder in that second wave, just kind of doubling up. And the skills that Barron have to actually pull that drop off and get that speed off the bottom.
Barron pushed him deep, and then Mamiya locked into this one.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. He was so late. Are you kidding me? How did he stick that drop? And not just that, usually 99% of the people just get stuck on the bottom. And he was able to just drive through those sections like it was a 2-foot wave. That was impressive. So check this out. There's a lump right there. He airdropped, and straight as soon as he hit the bottom, he did that big pump down the line and somehow managed to, do what he did. It was impressive.
And he would not be celebrating like that unless he had a very special feeling. Check out this number, a perfect 10 for Barron Mamiya at Pipeline to take the lead over John Florence.
I just love the relief of not having to compete. I just love being a spectator now. I'm such a huge fan of the sport, and I still watch everything. But, here we go.
Well, let's see what Florence can do here to get rid of that 7.83. All out on the first section.
Holy
and
hammer.
he's going to pull it back under his feet and add more down the line here. This wave's got another big wall standing up, and he just blows the tail right through it. And there is the scream. John Florence hasn't really had a whole lot to celebrate on his road through to this point in the competition, but he is starting to let the emotion out.
So far, John, it's a good-looking wave standing up for him. Throws everything in that section. Just, I don't even know what you call it. It was like a re-entry hack off the lip with a bit of layback thrown in there. Comes all the way through to the inside. And just hammer time.
Big score. We allowed to guess them.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to go at 9-6-3.
I might be going bigger than that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Nuggets drop here. It's perfect surfing to me. It had that radical element.
What do you got for us? What do you got for us, mate? Take it away.
It's 10 points. You guys, that's huge. Okay.
A perfect score for John Florence.
I couldn't fault it.
I mean, he took him on that second wave, and that carve is as good as it gets. But, you know, he can do that turn without risking the ride. A lot of people can't, but there he threw it all on the line on that first move. And the power displaced on that final section was some of the best we've seen.
It was just the perfect moment in that heat.
Now, I mean, she got the exact score to get her out of combo. Now she needs a 10, but straight back out with priority and into this wave, which is a bomb.
My! Deep one for Weston-Webb. She comes out. She comes out. She needs a 10-point ride to turn the heat.
Wow.
Wow. What are we watching, Flick?
That was absolutely insane. You could just see how excited she is, like splashing raw water. Coach there as well.
Let's take a look at it. Break it down for us, Ryan.
Yeah, super late and kind of nice in, and then the wave just keeps going, fully disappears and comes out around. Unbelievable surfing. Like, the commitment was insane.
My.
Wow.
How's the water angle, Flick? Just the feeling that you get.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, she was so deep. Look at this takeoff, up underneath the lip, drives through that second section, comes flying out, and for me, it's there.
It's perfect in my eyes.
It is. I see it. I see it. I mean,
They can be pretty brutal, though. But
look at that takeoff.
It's insane.
How critical was that? Half her board, she like really got on that toe side rail.
Super deep. I mean, to have that west bowl come, the wave hit perfectly outside, and she knew it was going to do that. You could see how excited she is on her face. And
this confidence that you can tell he's just always so certain of his decisions, and it's really, really impressive.
Under priority in a cavern, spelunking his way through another trainer. And without priority, he's got to be the most dangerous athlete on tour. 8-point ride into maybe a bigger score right there, Flick.
Oh, that's got to be bigger than the 8 for me. I mean, that was a bigger wave. Thinking back to this morning, I think it was Kelly. He will just have a look at this one. This is Gabriel. I mean, look how far forward on the board he had to shift his way because he was so deep on that thing. I mean, look, yeah, he's calling it. But look at this. I mean, right here, he's so far forward on the board. There is so many weaves that he's done in that barrel, so many pumps down the line. He rode the foam ball for so long. This thing was insane.
I don't think he could have gotten much deeper. You saw how he was on the foam ball for pretty much the whole wave until he came out. And that's what's so difficult about Teahupo'o is it just the foam ball really bucks you. You know, you saw Jake Marshall getting bucked off. But I don't know. In my opinion, it's got to go close to a 10 because honestly, the 8 was in comparison, you know, I think there's 2 points extra there for sure.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I think that was just so well done. And
Flow on this wave and gets the finish. John behind him, giant alley-oop and puts it down. Continues on. Full momentum down the line after a huge alley-oop, and he's going to continue to assault Punta Roca. What do you want, John Florence?
There has just been a murder on the dance floor, ladies and gentlemen. Good Lord. So, all the way on the outside, gaining speed right here. Click. Bam, right there with the landing. Gets easy. That Sunday morning kaipo straight into the carve right there. And then how's this little combo right at the end, too? Oh, wow. Flawless.
You don't see a lot of claims from John. This isn't from the water, Mitch.
Whenever he claims a wave, that included over in Tahiti, it means that it's something special. Look at how perfect that was. The height, the angle.
The landing,
the rotation, everything.
And it didn't stop any of his momentum, any of his performance on that wave.
So difficult landing in the spot, having your feet in the same place. The degree of difficulty as high as it could possibly be.
Oh, love this in slow motion, Mitchell.
Just perfect technique, always well balanced on top of the board. Excellent stuff right here from John. But once again, where he lands, look at the back foot. Perfectly placed the entire time.
And then straight into a bottom turn.
That is just absurd. Wow, into the next carve too. This should be a huge number, Kipes.
Yeah, we feel it's a huge number. And we'll get the finish. And wow, the judges know that it's a huge number. A 10, and not just a 10, a perfect 10. A 10 from every one of the 5 judges.
Well deserved.
John Florence scores that perfect 10. And a Yeti cooler stuffed with a bunch of Yeti gear. He already rides for Yeti, but he's going to have an extra Yeti cooler.
It's semi-final time for the women, and Erin Brooks, she's taken off, locks in, still routing through this one, and she's going to get spat out of the barrel, the 16-year-old. Laying it down to Isabella Nichols in the first semi-final here. And she's not done yet. This wave standing up again. And Erin smashes it. Where will the judges go with this one? What a start to the semi-finals here at the Bonsai Gold Coast Pro, presented by GWM.
Goodness, let's break this down. Look how deep she is, the technique. She pulls straight up under. It was such a long barrel. She comes out with the spin.
Oh, my goodness.
Visually stunning.
Oh, man. And the funny thing about Erin is yesterday she got an opportunity in pumping conditions early on. She was up against Yolanda Hopkins, and Yolanda was searching for the barrels, and it didn't feel like Erin wanted it, but we knew that it might have been a tactical decision from her. She does want it. She does charge, and she has just dropped an unbelievable number here. The score rolling through.
Well, Macy waiting for the number. Her need has been upped. She needs 4.83. Macy, one more time, finds a barrel. It's a beautiful one. Coming through this section, and she goes. That's going to be it for Macy Callaghan. Talked about the local knowledge coming into play right now, and that was tremendous. This is going to be a huge number for Callaghan. She will turn the heat, no doubt. Wow, gold nugget right here.
Oh, so Macy drops down, negotiates the takeoff, then sits in the barrel, completely disappears. So much travel time. And then comes out with a beautiful, stylish cutback. But this water angle, this will tell the story. Look how slotted she is. Like, she could not have been any further back in that barrel. If she was 1 foot further back, that foam ball would have just taken her down, but timing perfect, just sitting in the eye of it. And that is one of those waves that you dream about at Snapper Rocks. Macy, a beautiful flowing cutback here.